So bored. What should I do today? Zach! What? What'd you want to do today?
Oh man, I don't know. Truth or dare?
I guess dare?
I dare you to go watch Truth or Dare.
Okay. Fine, let's go see it.
Truth or Dare is directed by Jeff Wadlow.
Oh my god. And okay. Oh, and it stars Lucy Hale.
It's almost like you were ready to throw in the joke. It's like Jeff Wadlow.
And it stars Lucy Hale and a whole bunch of other people that we have no idea who they actually are. So basically this movie comes down to the worst spring break ever for this group of teenagers who stumble upon a guy who gets them to play a game of Truth or Dare, and this game happens to be a very cursed game of Truth or Dare where you die if you don't do what it tells you to do. And that is the actual plot of this movie. And to be honest, I feel like maybe, just maybe, a lot of movies are starting to start with the title first, and they're like, we don't really have like an actual good idea to come up with. So let's start off with the title of an old little game that we used to play when we were little, and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, and this is Daniel, by the way.
Hey, how you doing?
He's from HalfKocked. We were actually just on this show about 2 weeks ago. A lot of fun. We decided to invite him over here to do Truth or Dare. So, yeah, I felt like this is
Wait, you invited me to do the actual game? What?
Yeah, Truth or Dare, man. So we invited him over. Yeah, one of the best movies that we could probably see this year, Truth or Dare. And let's start this off. I don't know, Zach, did you like this movie?
I don't know, did you like this movie, Dana? I guess the real question is, did anybody like this movie?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the only people who liked this movie was the two girls who were sitting in front of us.
Yeah.
I think Brittany told us they gave us like a nasty stare whenever we started laughing and stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is not the kind of movie you go into expecting to be horrified.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's hard to believe that people actually walk into this movie expecting actual like legit entertainment, actual entertainment, like entertainment they're wanting to give you.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Not the complete opposite.
Yeah, because this movie's actually really funny.
yeah, I expected, because the guys in the back had the opposite reaction. They were laughing at the stuff too, so I figured everybody in the audience was kind of like there to watch a cheesy, dumb horror movie the same way we were. But
no, the movie. Okay, so first off, I'll just start with basics. I guess the acting in this movie is not the best.
I would give the slightest nod to maybe Lucy Hale. Lucy Hale had the best performance based on the terrible writing they gave her. That's all I got.
I'm really glad that they killed off the two worst actors in this movie.
Oh, you mean Ronnie?
Yeah, Ronnie and the other guy who was really annoying, who was completely against believing in the game.
Yeah.
They're the two worst characters and the two worst actors, so it's nice that they killed them off to begin with.
You know, my favorite thing is the fact that they kept seeing these people smile, and that's not what a normal person does. Especially this guy walking to interview. He sees this girl doing this weird smile.
Oh, yeah.
And I would not look at her and go, "Oh, she's probably just weird. Let me walk off." This might have the fact that she's saying Truth or Dare,
right?
And saying doing this weird smile that no human can actually do.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
We're kind of put a few little hey man, maybe this is actually real. Maybe I actually got to go along with this.
You know what's amazing about that is that not only, because if that were maybe the first part of the movie, I'd be fine with it, but they show Truth or Dare throughout this movie in so many ways, where she'll read a piece of paper and it says Truth or Dare on it. She'll walk by a mural and it'll say Truth or Dare with her name on it. It'll have it carved into her arm. Her friends will hear it. And so that guy, by that point, he's made aware of all this. But still, he's looking at the lady that's doing the and trying to do Truth or Dare, and he still doesn't I guess truth I guess.
Yeah, and the most amazing part is so many movies have done this. I mean, like Friend Requested this, where there are so many obvious hints of the fact that it was real.
Oh yeah.
That nobody wanted to believe it. Nobody believed it. And so this movie just decides to do it again like it's actually still a good idea when it's not.
Yeah, and going back to the smile, like I think they thought the smile was a lot creepier than it actually was because they used it a lot, and it was never creepy. And honestly, it reminded me of Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. just I don't know, just something about it. But they kept using it over and over again. It's just like, just stop, please.
Yeah.
It's not creepy.
And not only that, this movie, not only is it not creepy, but they decided to use jump scares. And like, I don't always mind jump scares. I feel like if you cannot use them, that's good. But if you use them correctly. Use them when something would actually like jump scare you in real life. In this movie, they didn't use them right at all. I would say there's a pretty decent amount of jump scares in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
And there was one jump scare
Yeah.
that was one of the worst.
Another
things.
one you're gonna bring up.
And there was literally a part in this movie where this girl's like on her laptop. We've been like, I don't know where she's like Facebook. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
On her laptop doing something. And then her friend walks in. And it's this ridiculous jump scare.
And it's not like she barges in or anything. She just opens the door.
Yeah, she literally just opens the door like oh my goodness, like it just brings like all the times that Zach has opened the door and like scared the crap out of me.
They would have long lingering shots on certain focuses as if to say, remember this. Do you remember this? Look at this right now. This is what you need to be paying attention to at this moment. Do you pay attention? Okay, and then they'll cut, and then they'll bring it back later in the movie. But just because you show me something that's gonna come back later doesn't mean you've set this up. They'll show you like a picture of like a priest and a nun, and I'm like, okay, like who are these people? Why do I care? What's the point? And then it comes back later. I'm like, I still don't care because you just threw these people on screen.
Yeah, we were talking about the zoom ins. There's one time when one of the characters pulled out her laptop and they like zoomed in onto the Apple logo and like.
I guess they already kind of knew that this movie wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, they need to make money somewhere.
Oh, did y'all notice whenever the dude was ordering something off the vending machine that they would focus on the Jack Links like really strong, like half of the vending machine was like
crazy
beef jerky.
So can we talk about how the character of Marky was like angry for the entire movie?
Yo!
You gotta say bad break.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Come on.
Like literally every scene she was in ended with her storming out for some reason, and it was usually for a stupid reason.
You know, I would understand this maybe the first time, but every time after this, whenever it's established that like the evil thing makes you play truth or dare or you die, she still gets mad over the petty thing versus the fact that like, oh, the monster's coming after me next. It's ridiculous.
And that's the thing about the writing, dude. The writing not only do they not do anything to make you care about these characters, like none of the characters have much of a backstory. And you don't really figure out like little tiny bits of some, maybe like, oh, I care about, let me make these people care about them. Like one of the people is like gay and like doesn't want to tell his father, which is like one of
this was awesome because it's like the father throughout the entire movie doesn't change into regular clothes. He's always on the job.
Yeah.
So every time he shows up in the movie, he's in a cop uniform. And so, even if it's like days later, even when he's supposed to be like meeting his son, just on the regular, he's still there. I'm here in the cop uniform.
And one of the biggest character moments that could have been for the character you're just talking about was when he actually tells his dad that he was gay.
Yeah.
And they don't even show it.
They do it off screen, yeah.
And it's like, okay, that could have been actually a good moment.
The funniest part, I think it was the part where our audience laughed the most, is when the girl whose father died, throughout the entire movie, she has her cell phone and she's showing the video of her, like, dad talking to her for the last time. And then eventually, when it's her turn for Truth or Dare, the video starts turning into the dad, like, directly talking to her from beyond the grave. Our entire audience is like, wow, and we just busted.
I knew it was gonna happen. Like I knew it was gonna happen. Like right then, I was like, the dad's gonna start talking. Like it's gonna happen.
And the sad thing is because whenever they first showed it, I actually sort of enjoyed it. Whenever they first showed it, because it was actually, I mean, it was something that they tried to do, and it actually sort of worked for me. And then they completely ruined it the second time by doing that.
And the characters, like you not only do not care about them, but they make them complete idiots.
Yeah.
So like you don't really care if any of them died, not only do you not care if it died, you kind of want them to die because it's almost it's pretty much their fault that they're dying at certain moments, you know.
Yeah, and it's almost like the characters don't even care if they die because whenever the first person dies, I can't remember which character it was, but they're watching the video of the guy dying and it's their friend, and he starts making a joke about it.
Yeah,
it's like, what? Why?
And then at the end of that scene, there, like as the scene's ending, you just hear look at him picking his phone back up and like playing it again.
And you can tell when the acting's terrible in this is because they're watching the video, and then the most you'll get from their reacting to their friend breaking his neck, by the way, is just him going, ugh.
Yeah.
They keep establishing these new rules with the movie,
Like
where
the
it'll be like
and the one dare.
exactly. So it's like truth or dare, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll say truth. And then after the third time, you can't say truth anymore because the way they played it originally was like 2 truths and a dare. So I guess the demon or whatever adapts to your truth or dare depending on how how evil it wants to be to you.
I guess.
But knowing that these characters, it's like they hear these things, but it never goes in. It's always like the idea starts like swirling around and they have no idea to like take this in, like, oh, if we're like one person away from a dare, maybe I should do a dare when it feels like I could like maybe get away with it. It's something.
Right.
Yeah, and then all brings it back to the end.
Oh
of the movie.
my goodness.
So like at the end of the movie, whenever they pretty much had everything. They had everything there, right there for
It was
them.
ready.
It was all
Yes.
going to happen.
And the movie's gonna end.
They had not said the two
Yeah, I
truth.
think the last one was a dare.
Yeah, the last
Yeah.
one was a dare. So they could have said the truth. So this dude gets asked truth or dare, and he says dare.
Yeah. It's
For absolutely no
freaking
reason.
ridiculous.
He says dare. And so he's like, they dare him to choose which one of the girls to kill. And so by that, he just messes up every single plan they had in this movie.
It's like we can't have the movie end here. We gotta
No,
let it go
it's
for
not-
10 more minutes.
It's not even that, because he tells the 2 girls, he's like, oh, the demon told me to pick one of you to kill. And so he decides, rightfully so, to walk away. And so the main girl, one of the main girls, like his girlfriend, follows him. I'm like, if he is told that he needs to kill you, and it's proven that this thing can possess people, why would you go after your guy? Just
And another thing is, not only that, but Lucy Hale's character is asked truth or dare, and she says dare because she doesn't want to get rid of a truth, right? So she saves the truth for this dude.
yeah.
And so she says dare, but the thing or whatever practically tells her to do the truth.
Yeah.
He says, I dare you to tell your story about the story you don't want to tell Marky or whatever.
I'm just saying that's like the best. That's the best possible scenario for a dare. All you got to do is like tell somebody your truth, essentially.
Yeah. So
And at this point in the movie, like, you know that you got to do the thing, and so when she's telling the girl the truth, which is just the most convoluted nonsense. Can we talk about how convoluted this ending, like this particular thing is? Like the main truth for the girl whose dad shot herself. It's like, by the way, super spoilers, as if you care. So the girl was away, and so Lucy Hale went to like her house, but she found her dad, and her dad like started giving her alcohol. Which, by the way, like why?
yeah, he already had plans.
Yeah, like come on, you best get out the house. Let's not take any drinks from this gentleman. Let's get out of the house, especially since you're in college. And he's like, oh, he tried coming on to me, and I kept pushing him away. But then afterwards, I told him, like, maybe you're better off dead.
Oh, yeah. And then,
Zach, just so you know, you're like completely going off screen.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, no, he's trying to get away from talking about this movie.
That makes sense.
But how about let's talk about the very ending when they freaking curse the entire planet.
when they rip off
Oh, my goodness.
rings of all movies, this thing rips off.
Yeah, like I honestly thought they were just like gonna take themselves out and have a very noble end, but nope, they go ahead and curse everyone in the entire world.
So at the end of this movie, if you've seen this already, the end of it, they decide to put out a video on the internet for everyone to see, to have everybody in the world join their truth or dare game, so that you are now practically killing everybody on the earth.
But wait a second, like, this raises some couple questions. So, like, in order to be part of the Truth or Dare crust, you have to actually answer like Truth or Dare. Like if you're in the comment section and you like see a bunch of people go Truth, Truth, Dare, Dare, whatever. especially since she tells them everything that happened.
Right.
Like this thing's been cursing us, it's been haunted, so I have to ask you Truth or Dare. Like
Oh, no.
why would I even comment after that? Does
There's
that
a lot
mean
of dumb people in the world, I don't know.
I figure, yeah,
But I think it's worth talking about here the very deep writing that
Oh,
goes
yeah.
with this end. So
It's tying it all together.
yeah, tied all together. So at the very beginning of this movie, whenever they're talking to the guy, they ask, you know, they say truth or dare. They say truth. And he says, "Would you rather everybody in your group of friends be killed by aliens, or would you rather everybody else in the world be killed by aliens?" And Lucy Hale says, "Sorry guys, you are going, right?"
Yeah.
So you know, everybody's like upset, like, "What? You would kill the rest of the? You would kill us instead of the rest of the world?" You know. But at the end of this movie, she decides to choose her friend
Yeah.
over the rest of the world, and there you go.
That's some good writing right there.
There you go. That's 100% right there on this movie. Great writing. So guys, do not see this movie unless you want to get some laughs and you aren't paying, because this movie is pretty horrible. And I know for a fact right now that this is going in my top 10 movies of 2018. Might even go in top 5. But who knows?
Top 10 movies?
Might even go in the top 5.
You mean
okay?
worst?
Oh yeah, not top, top, like, at least top.
this movie pulled the switcheroo on you.
So yeah, so guys, it's horrible. Trust me, it's terrible, but it is pretty funny. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Truth or Dare is 10% awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll use that word. Okay.
I will say compared to other movies, this is not as bad. That doesn't mean that this is good. It's just not as... I'll say, if this movie is a jab to the eye, other movies are like me getting my head cut off. Like that's the only way I'm comparing it here.
There was a jab in the eye in this movie, though.
There was, and it was so funny. They had to make sure it happened again, so he kept like jabbing him. But I'll say this: the movie was in focus most of the time. So for that, I will say that Truth or Dare is 15% awesome.
It's kind of like giving it a grade for like effort, you know.
Yeah. You know what it is? The 15% is like you wrote your name on the movie, so you might as well like get those bonus points. It's like the SAT.
I will say that there are little tiny nuggets throughout this movie that I did sort of enjoy, sort of appreciate, but they're just surrounded by such crap that's hard for me to really praise them that much. And this movie honestly made me feel like it was, if It Follows was just like a horrible movie. So I'm gonna say that Truth or Dare is 20% awesome.
So guys, we'd like to really give a thank to Daniel over here from HalfKocked. Go ahead and tell yourself
Thank you for
about your
having me.
channel.
I'm Daniel. I'm basically the part founder and editor of HalfKocked. We do a bunch of movie reviews. A lot of us in a car just kind of rambling on for however long right after the movie gets out. So we're going every kind of new movie. We also have a show called Viewer's Choice if you want to pick movies for us to review. We talk about wrestling. We have ideas about movies just on like a discussion channel. So if you like movies, if you like wrestling, if you like this stupidity, you can get more stupidity on HalfKocked. So go ahead and click on our stuff. And go ahead and watch these guys too. They're good old blokes.
Yeah, and also I will put a link in the description below to their channel, so check them out because they're really awesome. Anyways, guys, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment below and let us know whether or not you like
Defend
movie.
this.
Yeah, if you want to.
I dare you.
Yeah, if you want to like this movie, defend it all you want to. I'm not going to agree with you, but go ahead, go for it.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at 2 Awesome Men.
And as always, thank you so much for watching, and you will see us later.